Okay, now I'm on page 188 in the Go Math textbook. Follow along. Sam has 3 green apples and 4 red apples. Select the ratios that compare the number of red to total. Okay, so red is 4. So I'm just going to write it myself. Before I even look at any of these, I'm going to write it out myself. Red first, and so red, there's 4. And then the total. Total means all of them, the green and the red. So 3 plus, and is that keyword that means plus. 3 plus 4, that's going to be 7 total. So my ratio is 4 red to 7 total apples. So now I just look through here and see which ones show this. So 4, 2, 7, that's the same thing as 4:7. And then also as a fraction 4/7. So let's see, yeah, 4 to 7, that works. No, yep, that's exactly what, this one is exactly what I wrote here, so that one works. 4 to 3, no. 3/7, no. And then 4/7, yeah, that's exactly what I wrote there. So those are all the different ways to write that. Just make sure you read the questions carefully. That's going to be your biggest challenge, I think. Okay, number 7. Jeff ran 2 miles in 12 minutes. Ju Chan ran 3 miles in 18 minutes. Did Jeff and Ju Chan run the same number of miles per minute? So did they have the same unit rate? Whenever you see the word per, that's a clue that you're looking for unit rate. Okay, and that just means you want a denominator of 1. All right, well, let's go ahead and fill out this chart, and then we'll answer the question. So 2 miles, he went in 12 minutes. So if he goes another 2 miles, that would be another 12 minutes. If he goes another 2 miles, it'd be another 12 minutes. And another 2 miles, and another 12 minutes. Okay, Ju Chan, 3 miles in 18 minutes. So if he goes another 3 miles, it's going to be another 18. So 18 plus 18, what, 36? If he goes another 3 miles, he'll go another, that'll be another 18 minutes. So I'm going to need to work this one out. 36 plus 18. Excuse me. 54. And if he goes another 3, that's 12 miles now. And then that would be another 18 minutes. I add that up down here. 6, 7, 72 minutes. Okay, so now I got to ask the question, did they run the same per minute? Okay. Did they run the same number of miles per minute? Now, this one is a little tricky because it's actually going to be much easier for me to get the unit on top, which is rare, and I don't really love the way they do this, especially as when you're first introducing unit rate. Obviously, when you get a little more sophisticated with unit rate, this doesn't become that big of a deal. But what we learn is we can actually do a unit rate by having the 1 on top as well. Okay, we're just saying for every 1 mile, how many minutes do they run? How many minutes does it take them? And that's going to let us answer this question. So I want to change 2/12. I'm just going to take his first time. I could take any of these. I use the first one because it has the smaller numbers. Smaller numbers are generally easier to work with. Okay, but again, I could have used any of these different ratios. So I want these to be equivalent. So to do that, I have to divide 2 by 2 to get my 1 that I wanted. And then once I know that, I just divide the bottom by the same thing. So Jeff is running his miles in 6 minutes each, because because remember, we have miles on top, minutes on the bottom. So every mile takes him 6 minutes. Okay, let's look at Ju Chan. Again, I'm going to grab his first ratio, 3/18. And I want to do the unit rate, but for this particular problem, it's pretty rare, but for this particular problem, I do want the one on top just because it's going to give me much easier numbers to work with. I won't have to use decimals. So to make the 3 a 1, I have to divide it by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then once I know that, I know what to divide the bottom by. And 3 goes into 18 6 times. So Ju Chan, every mile Ju Chan runs, he's running it in 6 minutes as well. So look, they are both running each mile in 6 minutes. So did Jeff and Ju Chan run the same number of miles per minute? Yes, they actually did. Every mile they ran took them 6 minutes. Yes, they both ran 1 mile in 6 minutes. Okay. So again, this one was a little unique because we did, it would have made it's easier in this particular problem to get the one on top. And that's actually okay, because what we're still finding for every 1 mile, they're running for 6 minutes. And they both are doing that. Okay. So, and we can also solve this. Let me show you one other way real quick, because again, tomorrow you're going to get different numbers. So you may forget this tomorrow, but we've also done this. Now notice down here, if I continue, or even, I don't even have to continue it out. Look right here. They both went 6 miles in 36 minutes. So this would have been even easier. Mr. Music probably did it the harder way. Look right here. We have the exact same ratio for both runners, Jeff and Ju Chan. When Jeff ran for 36 minutes, he went 6 miles, and when Ju Chan ran for 36 minutes, he went 6 miles. So yet they are both going at the same rate. So I can include that in my answer too. When both run 6 miles, it takes them both, 36 minutes. So again, you're looking for those equivalent ratios. That's how you know if they ran the same miles per minute. Okay. All right, number 8. Jen bought 2 notebooks for $10. Write the rate as a fraction. So write it as a fraction first, then find the unit rate. Okay, well they already put the notebooks on the bottom. So we're going to put the $10 on the top. And then to get 2 to 1, we have to divide by 2, and whatever I do to the bottom or the top, I do the same thing to the opposite of that. So 10 divided by 2 would be $5. So here's my fraction, 10/2, and that is equivalent to my unit rate, which is 5/1. That's dollars. Let me put that little $sign there. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.